What's up, guys? My name's Scotty. Back at you guys with a date. I'm coming at you guys with another substance review. Yes, man, we're back another one. And I hope you guys are lit and stay high, stay lifted. You know what it's saying. We'll leave it down in the comments what you guys are on. And, let's get to the video. So this is a substance review about Midazolam. So Midazolam is a drug that they tend to prescribe with the anesthesia, in under medical supervision. I got prescribed, actually, I didn't get prescribed this. What do I mean? I got put under anesthesia with Midazolam for damn sure when I had my wisdom teeth removed. So I just wanted to actually go over the drug's actual effects because this shit did feel a lot like a benzo now that I remember. And it fucking knocked me out. And I think they also combined it with something else, that whatever the other anesthesia they use, So basically, both of them in the combination, lead to, you're just knocked the fuck out. And I actually remember waking up halfway through that shit, and I was just fucking high, bro. I was so lit. But anyways, so let's get into the video. All right. Yeah, Midazolam actually feels a lot like clonazepam. Okay, so that's one good way of saying it, describing it. And it leaves you, man, fucked up. Like I would say it definitely like skews your, it can definitely knock you the hell out. So I think they gave me, I don't know what they gave me, how much they gave me in Midazolam. They don't tell you this shit. So it's really hard to say, but I think they gave me up to like a 0.5 milligram, but like it was enough to knock me out, and it has some intense after effects. And they actually prescribed me diazepam before the fucking, actual thing. So it was pretty interesting. Diazepam, I actually didn't get a chance to take. My fucking mom took that. So yeah, they prescribed me Valium and, they just gave me a little Valium. And, I was going to make a substance review about diazepam. I forgot it really did Valium. It doesn't really ring a bell to me. I haven't done Valium much, so. But I am going to make a substance review about that. So anyway, Midazolam is also known as Versed. Versed is, the actual name, the trade name of this chemical. This substance is actually prescribed as well, I think. Don't quote me, okay? But, if you can, yeah, quote me, leave it down in the comments, like the correct information. But from my understanding right now, I don't believe it might be prescribed like you may think it is. Obviously, they're probably going to prescribe like Xanax or something. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. But something like that for sure. So Midazolam is a really nice drug. I would say for anesthesia only. It's not really good for euphoria. It's not good for anything else other than, getting fucked up, getting knocked out. Much like clonazepam. So that's why I compared to clonazepam, because the dose to fucking blackout ratio is fucking almost the same, okay? Meaning, like, I don't even know if you could do Midazolam recreationally. I know you can. You could, if it's a benzo, it's gonna have a similar effect like every other benzo, but yeah. What if the dose they gave me knocked me the fuck in out? And it knocked me clean out, and I was just gone, okay? There was no waking my ass up, all right, and I'm glad I didn't wake up. Who'd want to see their teeth getting pulled out of them and feel it? Because when you're actually a little bit awake, you do have a sort of feeling a little bit like a pressure. Even though they numbed you, you still feel a pressure. So it's not really that great to, feel. It's really comfortable and it's not awesome. I actually learned way later that I did Midazolam for this procedure because, I was like going, asking my mom, all this like medical information. And basically, she brought this up that actually uses, in under anesthesia. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is pretty interesting. I never knew that. Never knew that at all. So yeah, now I know. And now you guys may know. If you guys ever got your wisdom teeth removed, they most likely use Midazolam and a conjunction of other, anesthesia to, sedate your ass. So you would be for sure knocked the hell out. Because let's be honest, man, if you guys ever took too much clonazepam or flubromazepam, like fluprazepam, those extremely potent fucking benzodiazepines, yeah, you would know exactly what it would do to you. You're blacking out. You probably don't even really have a memory of that shit anyway. Let's be honest. That shit really fucks up your memory too. So, yeah, clonazepam the most. So I would assume Midazolam is like clonazepam the most. But, don't have them right next to me. I can't fucking compare right on the spot. And I'm not going to do that shit. That'd be a bad idea. So definitely never going to really do that. And I really don't know where to get my hands on Midazolam if I ever had it. I've seen it on the dark web, and I think I've seen it in blister pack. So that's why I was, thinking they do prescribe that shit in some capacity or form. I'm not sure if it's like, maybe these are old chemicals, like they, they're throwing out, but people don't want to throw out. Some people, keep old medications that expired because technically they're not expired, hint, hint. But, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, leave me down in the comments if you guys know any information about that, if they prescribe Midazolam. But I don't really want it, anyways, but so, yeah, I don't know. So, back to the story, man. So, Midazolam felt, damn, it was potent as shit. I guess it was one of those pills that they told me to swallow, beforehand, and it kicked in fucking fast, like fast. I think this was the pill that's supposed to keep you asleep, during the procedure, while the anesthesia, numbs you out, and it also probably slows you down. But it was pretty nuts how fast this shit kicked in. So it has a fast onset like clonazepam. That's why I was thinking it's probably similar, like Midazolam as well. I noticed Midazolam, clonazepam, Midazolam all have like fast acting onsets for some reason, and it doesn't matter how long they last. Like fully, it's just how they react in your body. It's just the onset of action that's pretty similar. Now, I would say, for the longer acting benzos like Midazolam, clonazepam, the full effects don't kick in until like 2 hours. Midazolam, they pretty much kick in after an hour. So long-acting benzodiazepines still take a lot longer to kick in fully, but for you to start feeling effects, it's like within 30 minutes. But whatever the dose they gave me of that Midazolam, man, within 20-30 minutes, I was fucked up. And I think at that point I hadn't even done a benzo yet. I think I had just almost tried my first Xanax bar. This is like back in sophomore year, and I had not tried a benzo. So I think that's why I got so fucked up, because this benzo was extremely potent. And yeah, I can see why they use it for anesthesia. They got the almost 100% purity type of shit up in that bitch. And I think it's liquid. Yeah, it's fucking liquid Midazolam. So not just any Midazolam powder. It is liquid Midazolam. So that shit definitely kicks in fast. So actually, I don't think it was liquid Midazolam, but I know they have liquid Midazolam for sure. But I think it was a pill. Or maybe they fucking injected me with Midazolam. Maybe that's why it came on so fast. Holy shit. Yeah. There's probably some other information I do not know. They might have injected me with it. They might have injected it into me with a mixture of that and anesthesia. So maybe that's why it got knocked out. But I know they also gave me something to swallow that knocked me out. So I don't know which one's which. But whatever. I think they just said, I think I tried to ask what it was, and they just said it was anesthesia. I didn't really ask any questions. But, I guess one of those pills I swallowed or something was that Versed, that Midazolam, that extremely potent benzo, and I don't really want you guys trying that stuff, so don't be linking any information where to get that stuff. No sources, please, okay? Follow the rules and the guidelines of this channel. Thank you. Now, Midazolam, it's not probably as recreational as other benzodiazepines like Midazolam and Bromazolam, Alprazolam, Xanax, even Klonopin. It's not as euphoric, I would assume, because it's just gonna knock you out. It's like Flubromazolam in a way. Like Flubromazolam, it has you thinking it's euphoric. I would say it was euphoric. Only when I had a tolerance though. But that, man, you have no tolerance for Flubromazolam and you take it, man, you're knocked out. Like immediately. I'm talking like from a 0.2 milligram dose. So, and then that's not euphoric. You're just knocked the fuck out. For like, man, I was knocked out for like 16 hours when I was like first trying Flubromazolam. It was crazy. So, yeah, these long acting benzos are very dose dependent, and it's very easy to go. It's very easy to go over that dose threshold into coma, behavior, because, if it's only takes 0.2 milligrams, only literally 0.1 milligram more is enough to knock you out, okay? I'm talking like probably even 0.05 milligrams more is enough to knock you out. Like, you gotta dose that shit by the 0.05. It's just extremely potent. Anyways, this is not about Flubromazolam, but I would say Flubromazolam is probably the most similar to Midazolam as well. Meaning, like, Midazolam was like Flubromazolam and clonazepam mixed together. Like, it was taking the best parts of both, like the fast-acting onset of clonazepam, because Flubromazolam actually had a longer-acting onset, I'll be honest, and even in the liquid form. But for some reason, yeah, Midazolam feels like both, where, like, you get knocked out pretty fast once you take it, and it also is extremely potent and like, anesthesia-like. And coma-inducing, basically. Like, you're just knocked the fuck out for fucking 12 hours or more. You're feeling this drug in your system. So, yeah. Definitely right up there with those drugs. And Midazolam must be the one that they, granted use for, like, medical use. Because they definitely did synthesize these benzodiazepines in the past for, like, medical use. Seeing which one was probably the best. So, I guess Midazolam fit the bill because, like I said, yeah, it must be like Flubromazolam, clonazepam. It causes anesthesia. Clonazepam is fucking amnesic as fuck. So is Midazolam. That's another thing about it. It's amnesic as hell. Hypnotic as fuck. And yeah, memory loss inducing as well. Just like clonazepam. And yeah, so if I were to compare it mental effects wise, just like clonazepam, like physical wise, like Flubromazolam and clonazepam, or not like Flubromazolam, but you know what I mean.
You know, just kind of like somewhat like it, not exactly like it. Like flumirazolam, that shit would leave you fucked up and retarded. Clonazepam is actually a little more like weird because it makes you feel like you're high, but you're not. But you actually are. So with midazolam, you know you're fucked up, okay? It's like flumirazolam, okay? It's not gonna have a delusion of sobriety as much. And yeah, so like I said, it's like the best part about both those benzos, if there even is a best part about them, and just mixing them together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay high, stay lifted, and I hope you guys enjoyed this substance review about midazolam. So leave me down in the comments if you guys ever tried this and know about taking this under anesthesia. And what procedure did you have? Was it wisdom teeth? You know, was it something else like a medical like surgery or something? Just want to know. Just interested if you guys ever tried this before or actually done it recreationally. I actually want to hear some recreational trip reports about this. I want to know if it's actually recreational or not. I'm really interested. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for the next one.